Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
Moses joins us on a desk for sports, and it's a family affair in Bonnyville.
The Pasichnuk name is very familiar around these parts, and the reason why I say that, if you remembered both Steenn and Brinson, well, those two kids spent their time here at the Midget AAA level. But for the first time in a long time, Bart, these two had the opportunity of a lifetime, something they couldn't refuse.
One part physical, one part skill.
Assistant number 89, Steenn Pasichnuk, and number 29, Brinson Pasichnuk.
It's always been a dream of ours to play together. It happened for a little bit in midgets in AAA, and it's a good thing that he made it this year because, yeah, like I said, it's been unreal. We got a good relationship.
Talk about everything. If one of us has a problem, the other one's always there to go talk to the coach if he's too afraid to do it, or just talk to a guy if he's giving him trouble. So it's pretty cool. It's like he is one of my best friends, so that's awesome.
For 19-year-old Steenn and 17-year-old Brinson, there was a chance of a lifetime for these brothers to play with each other.
We both had different offers to go somewhere else, but we just said, you know, this is our hometown. Bonnyville's a great organization. You know, it's above all the other ones, and so we just said we're going to come back here and, you know, pay the town's respect, and yeah, it's just unreal playing together and being able to play in front of hometown fans.
Go Steenn, go Brinson!
Everyone kind of knows you. They'll talk to you when you go around stores, just in school. All the teachers are asking you how you're doing. So it's been pretty sweet.
Let's get it out of here. Yeah, woo!
And being hometown heroes has its perks.
I don't know about the loudest, but we're the most joyful. We have a lot to be thankful for, having two boys on the team. It's a dream come true. They've got their great aunts, their friends, their family, great-grandmother, grandmother. They get to be superheroes in their own town. It's amazing.
And even the players notice when the Pasichnuk family is in attendance.
We're going out for the start of the game, we'll get to the bench, and we'll get onto the bench, and it'll be like, oh, Pasichnuk cheering section's here, and it's like, yeah. And then, you know, sometimes if they're not there, we'll get into the dressing room after the first period, and it's like, where are your parents or grandparents? And I don't know.
Despite the benefits of being around each other, there are some drawbacks.
We were just battling it out in the corner, and before I knew it, the gloves were off, and realized it's each other, and I don't know, we just had some fun with it.
He came up and gave me a little hack, and I gave him one back, and we both instantly dropped him.
As for a clear winner,
I think I got the better of it. I got a video of it. But
even with the occasional spat, these two brothers will cherish their time together as they hope to help Bonnyville make it to the next round of the playoffs.
Now moving on to the other AJHL team, the Lloydminster Bobcats. They were back on the ice this afternoon, preparing for their biggest game so far. The Cats are fighting for their playoff lives as they're down 3-1 against those Bonnyville Pontiacs, who haven't had success at home for the first 2 games of the series. The Bobcats haven't, and they've let that be trouble.
I mean, we know we didn't have 2 good games in Game 1 and Game 2. We thought going into their arena we could have came out with both wins quite easily, and we've played well there all year long. We've played them fairly well in our arena, so we just put the past behind us and look at the future, and we know tomorrow night we're more than capable of coming out and winning and just taking it one game at a time. And I mean, if you win one game, you're only one behind them, and going back in the rink, we feel real confident.
This has been a very emotional series. I mean, they're a tough team, and there's been lots of physicality out there, and I'm definitely really excited for the game tomorrow. Especially because it's do or die, it gets you that much more amped up for it.
An update on their blue line. Shane Schweitzer is back on the ice for the first time in days. The defenseman has a lower body injury and is considered day-to-day. The coaching staff will decide tomorrow morning if he'll suit up for game number 5. Now, the Lloydminster Rohan Rage got off to a great start at the minor midget provincial playoffs after winning their opening round game yesterday against the Stampeders. Well, today they faced the SSAC United Cycle and fell 4-3. The Rage gave up 3 goals in the first, a hole they couldn't really climb out of. They'll regroup and play the host Leduc Oil Kings tonight. Meanwhile, the Bantam Female Ice IceCats. They kicked off their playoff series against the Edmonton Lightning. The IceCats were down 4-3, but a pair of empty net goals doubled up the score. Good news for the Cats is that they'll have a chance to tie up the series on Saturday at home, 3:15 in the afternoon at the Service Sports Center. And that is your first look at sports. Gerard Lampow has your weather details coming up. It's the Sask Alta Championship Final. The Dewberry Mustangs just one win away from asserting their dominance in senior hockey, up 3-1 and looking for their 8th consecutive title with a win over the Hillmond Hitmen. Now the Hillmond Hitmen were already up 1-0 when Cole Kosterva will get the puck loose. Anthony Renier will fire past Justin Botwell to put the home team ahead 2-0. Renier also a Lloydminster Bandit, so props to him. A couple minutes later, they get a 2-on-1, but Kelvin Hamilton can't put it on net. Moving on with just 12 seconds left in the frame, it's going to be the McNabb brothers. Brad, that is, will tip off Ty's shot. Dewberry on the board. Hitman goaltender Jimmy Peterson. Well, he would be denied, or he'd deny shot after shot, that is, to keep this one 2-1 for Hillmond. 2 minutes left in the second. Tyler Duggan will spring the puck loose for Dustin McLennan, as you see there. He makes it 3-1. Well, guess what? Hitmen are still alive as they go on to the 4-1 victory. The next game will be Friday night in Dewberry, where they'll have a chance to wrap it up. The Mustangs do at home, so at least there's some solace for the Mustangs. Now, after a tough series loss to the Lakeland Jaguars, the Vermilion Tigers Midget AA team is getting another kick at the can this weekend at their provincial championships. The town of Vermilion has been busy preparing to host 10 teams from across the province and had to raise a significant sum in the community for the honor. Now, the Vermilion Tigers will face the Edmonton Heat in their first contest following the banquet tonight. And they're expecting about 450 guests, so make sure you head out there in the Vermilion area. The Tigers are in search of their first ever provincial title.